Jai Hind, dear children, welcome to biology class. Today also we are continuing with the chapter How do organisms reproduce? Till now we have discussed about the different aspects of reproduction. We have learned the female and male reproductive systems and understood each steps involved in the process of reproduction. That is gamete formation, fertilization, post-fertilization changes till the birth of a child. Today we can discuss about the reproductive health, family planning and the methods of contraception and STDs, that is sexually transmitted diseases. What do we mean by reproductive health? It is the state of physical, mental and total well-being and proper functioning of reproductive organs in all the phases of reproduction. Why is reproductive health education important? People should have adequate knowledge on reproductive process and organs. It helps in educating the people about sexual and reproductive health and create awareness among the adolescents about safe sexual practices. It helps in preventing the sexually transmitted diseases like AIDS, etc. and protects both the mother and child from infectious diseases and to deliver a healthy baby. One important aspect related to reproduction is how reproduction affects physical and mental health. The process of sexual maturation in male and female takes place gradually. Therefore, the mind and body must be completely ready before any sexual act or bringing up the children. If they involve in any sexual act without proper knowledge, there will be higher chances of pregnancy. So during pregnancy, there involves many hormonal and other types of changes in the woman body. And if she is not fit physically or mentally for that, it will affect her health adversely. So, the male and female should not do any sexual act before their body attain full growth reproductively. That is why the legal age of marriage for women in India is 18 and for men is 21. The major consequences involved in practicing the sexual act are health consequences. If the pregnancies are not controlled, it will affect the health of a woman. There should be proper gap between each pregnancies, otherwise it will affect the woman health as well as the standard life of their children. Another health consequences of having unhealthy sexual act, that is that it leads to certain infectious diseases which can be transmitted from an infected person to a healthy person. What kind of diseases are spread by sexual contact? As the sexual act is a very intimate connection of bodies, there are chances of causing sexually transmitted diseases. These sexually transmitted diseases are called STDs. These include bacterial infections such as gonorrhea and syphilis and viral infections such as warts and AIDS. Syphilis is caused by a bacterium Treponema pallidum. And another bacterial disease is gonorrhea, which is caused by the bacterium Neisseria gonorrhoeae. AIDS is another sexually transmitted disease which is caused by the virus HIV, human immunodeficiency virus. The most common method of transmission of HIV are the unprotected sex, sharing needles with infected person, the transmission of infected mother to fetus, and the infection from blood products. Another sexually transmitted disease is warts. It is caused by a virus, human papilloma virus. The sexually transmitted diseases can be prevented by using condoms, and these condoms are used as a covering for penis during sexual act, and it helps to prevent the transmission of many of these infectious diseases to some extent. Now, one of the important reasons to prevent pregnancy is the increase in population of our country. Every individual in our country need to consume the resources, and the production of these resources are limited and will lead to the unavailability of resources, and it leads to poverty. So, birth control is very important for each family, as each child in the family requires food, clothing and education, and if the number of children are more in a family, the parents are unable to look after each child and could not meet their genuine needs of clothing, books, education and entertainment and living space, etc. So, it is important that each family should not have more than 1 to 2 children, so that the family can plan for their good education, career and settlement. The family planning is necessary to limit the increase in population. Family planning or birth control is a practice of controlling the number of children one has and the intervals between their births, particularly by means of contraception. Now, what are the importance of family planning? It will end hunger and poverty, it will increase the education, empowers the women and improve the maternal and infant health. It decreases the chances of causing STDs and it saves the environment. So, family planning is necessary for each family. What is contraception? The method or devices of birth control which prevent fertilization is known as contraception. The contraceptive methods are categorized as barrier method, chemical method, intrauterine contraceptive devices and surgical method. What is barrier method? These are the physical devices to prevent the entry of sperm in the female genital tract. They also protect against the sexually transmitted diseases. For examples of barrier method are condoms, which are used by man to cover the penis, and diaphragm and cervical caps used by the female, that is fitted over the cervix in the vagina. This will not allow the sperms to enter into the cervix and prevent fertilization. Next is the chemical method. It includes certain tablets, jellies, paste and creams which contain spermicides, which are some common chemicals used by the females. It includes oral pills, which is used to check the ovulation. These are hormonal preparations which contain estrogen and progesterone. These prevent the development of egg and ovulation by inhibiting the secretion of FSH from the pituitary gland. They are called oral contraception. Next is intrauterine contraceptive devices. These are devices made of copper, plastic or stainless steel. Copper T is a device commonly used in this, and it is inserted into the uterus and left there for a long period. It prevents the implantation of the fetus or the embryo in the uterus. The other such devices used are loop, spiral, ring, bow and shield, etc. And these are placed in the uterus for long period. Next is the surgical method of contraception. It is a surgical technique that prevents the passage of sperms in male and ova in female. This method is a permanent method of contraception. It is of two types, the vasectomy in male and tubectomy in females. Vasectomy is a minor surgical process in males. In this, a small portion of sperm duct is removed and the two cut ends are then tied with threads. This prevents the sperm from entering into the urethra and thereby prevent fertilization. Here you can see an animated video of vasectomy.
The testicle is where spermatozoids are produced. Each testicle has a tube called the vas. The spermatozoid go into the vas, up into the abdomen towards the prostate, and then out. The vasectomy is a quick and simple surgical procedure that blocks the tube from each testicle clip. You feel absolutely no pain as the skin and the tube are anesthetized. Carefully, the doctor opens the skin a few millimeters. Then he turns the clip to bring part of the tube outside the skin. He makes a small cut on each side of the tube. The doctor then applies a titanium clip to the end that goes to the abdomen. He cuts a part of the tube so that the two ends can no longer touch each other. After this, he lets the tube go back to its original place. Then he repeats the procedure on the second tube.
Tubectomy is a permanent method of contraception in women. It is a surgical process that blocks the fallopian tube. It involves the removal of a small portion of fallopian tube and tie the cut end with the thread or block or seal it. It prevents the ovum to enter into the fallopian tube, thereby preventing the fertilization. Here you can see the animated video of tubectomy.
Tubes and close them off using the cutting and tying, blocking, or sealing technique. He or she will grasp the fallopian tubes with forceps and close them off using one of several techniques.
Surgical methods are permanent and are safe in long run and followed by the families who doesn't want pregnancy. What is done if an unwanted pregnancy occurs? These unwanted pregnancies can also be removed by surgery. But this method is misused by some people who do not want a particular child. That is what happens in the illegal sex-selective abortion of female fetus. Female feticide is the process of aborting a female fetus after sex determination. This is done due to the low status of women such as dowry, concerns with family name, and looking or preferring to a son. Because of these female feticides, the child sex ratio has declined at an alarming rate and the prenatal sex determination has been prohibited by the law. The birth and death rate of India is very high as compared to many countries. The rate of birth and death in a given area will determine the size of population, and the standard of living of a society depends on the size of population. So the population control is necessary for the better living of a society. So children, this is all about reproductive health and this chapter is over. I hope all of you understood the contents that we have discussed today. Now let us recall the contents that we have discussed in this chapter. We have learned about the importance of reproduction, the types of reproduction, asexual and sexual, the methods of asexual reproduction, sexual reproduction in plants, sexual reproduction in humans, and reproductive health. All of you read the textbook thoroughly and prepare the notes. Thank you.